When you choose your car with Carvago, the first step in the purchasing process is a car audit, a certified inspection covering up to 270 points.
What does such a car audit look like in practice? Let's take a look at it.
We start by verifying the vehicle in European databases and registries, followed by a VIN check.
In this case, everything fits as it should.
Next, we review the maintenance book. If it's electronic, we request an extract and upload the details into our app. A basic diagnostic is performed, and then we move on to the visual inspection, starting with the body. What about the fit and finish? Do all parts fit tightly? Are there any signs of repair? In the boot, we look for evidence of a crash, repair work, or flooding. Lights are inspected too, with a focus on signs of accidents or repairs. Another key step is measuring the paint thickness wherever possible.
On a Tiguan, for instance,
it should range from 60 to 120 microns while remaining consistent across parts. That's why we measure at multiple points. Photos are also taken from all sides and angles, particularly close-ups of scratches or marks that don't align with normal wear. These are uploaded into our app. The windscreen is checked for damage. While small stone chippings are acceptable, larger cracks are not. If the car has a sunroof, we inspect for leaks or damage, paying close attention to the condition of the rubber seals. Next, we turn to the wheels. Are the rims excessively worn? What about the tire tread depth and any uneven wear? We also verify the advertised options. Is everything really there? Seat controls are tested in various positions to spot any unusual noises, jamming, or grinding. The onboard systems come next. We go through all the options and features that can be checked before a drive. Do the window controls work? Is the heating and AC functioning properly? We check seat heaters, mirrors, and other systems. Throughout the inspection, everything is logged in the app. Now let's pop the bonnet. One key check is ensuring the seller hasn't pre-warmed the engine to hide potential issues. We inspect the fluids, oil levels and quality, coolant condition and brake fluid quantity, and appearance. If the coolant or expansion tank cover shows signs of emulsion, it could indicate a leak in the cooling system. We also perform a blotter spot test and check the freeze resistance of the coolant. If possible, we locate fluid change labels and dates. Using a torch, we carefully inspect the engine compartment for leaks or repairs.
So let's get it started, shall we?
We listen for a steady sound, which we record on video. Before heading out for the test drive, we check walking speed turning at full steering lock on both sides, listening for grinding or clicking sounds in the suspension. Jerky movements during slow turns can point to neglected servicing of the 4Motion system. Here, though, everything seems fine. During the drive, we test engine performance under different scenarios. Uneven running might indicate carbon buildup, a known issue with the 1.4 TSI engine with cylinder deactivation system. We also evaluate the transmission.
The Tiguan's 6-speed DQ 250 transmission with wet clutches is reliable if serviced regularly.
With this car's mileage at 62,000 kilometers and no record of a recent oil change, we inform the customer and suggest the correct oil for servicing. A crucial aspect of the inspection involves driving over uneven surfaces. Suspension noises may indicate worn or damaged components, which we'll examine more closely when the car is lifted. The vehicle should remain stable in turns. Instability could suggest suspension wear, faulty shock absorbers, or improper post-accident repairs. During the test drive, we also assess the cruise control function. In this case, it's adaptive. The car shouldn't vibrate or pull to one side while braking hard. This is what we'll check now, and we won't be gentle. This vehicle performs well. We also do some abrupt launches to check whether the 4Motion system promptly engages the rear wheels. The 4-wheel drive system requires an oil change every 3 years. Neglecting this can lead to a clogged oil filter housing, causing the 4-wheel drive to malfunction. However, everything is in perfect order here, meaning the test drive is complete. Now we lift the car. First, we remove the wheels to inspect the chassis. Using a torch, we check for signs of accidents, damage, rust, or play in the suspension, and revisit any concerns noted during the test drive. We look for rust and wear on the brake discs and other components. With a tire lever and other tools, we check for play in the suspension, and also inspect the shock absorbers and springs. A detailed examination of the exhaust follows, focusing on weld joints, sensor cables, and fluid leaks. Finally, we replace the wheels and, of course, recheck them. With the chassis inspection and data recording complete, the inspection concludes. We review all data and points to ensure nothing was overlooked. The inspection can cover up to 270 points, depending on the specific model, vehicle type, and options fitted. After evaluating our findings, we either recommend purchasing the car or advise against it, sending a detailed report with photos to your email. That's our car audit, a certified car inspection by Carvago.